Alright guys, so I've made a few decisions here lately. Excuse me, I'm a little busy doing something, but we can still talk, can't we? Alright, good. Um, I'm one that actually likes eye contact when I speak with someone. I find it to be a thing of respect, you know. Of course, I'm old-fashioned that way, you know. I come from a place that, we believe that it takes a community to raise a child, not an individual. Um, there's something to be said for that mentality, okay? One, if the entire community is looking out for the welfare, well-being, and upbringing of all children in its own community, then you kind of know everybody's watching, right? Less likely somebody's going to pull some nefarious shit. Bringing me to my point, all right? Child molesters. You know what? I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm going to put it straight out there, okay? There is absolutely no more tolerance for me, okay? You hurt a child in any way, and I'm not even talking about child molesting. I'm talking about if you hurt a child in any way, okay? You got a target on you. Don't let me find out about it. Where's Wilford at, right? Wilford, am I threatening somebody? I don't know, buddy. Okay. Well, here's the dealio. Okay? Child molesters. No. No more of this. Okay? We have been programmed like bots that there's some kind of a program that they can go on, and as long as they tell us that, yeah, I live in your neighborhood and these are my offenses and I'm going to be your neighbor, that we're supposed to accept this? Or we're supposed to be okay with this? Look, friends, okay, I am not okay with this, okay, and I am going to push that nobody should be okay with this, okay? This is crap, all right? That's like making a popsicle out of cancer cultures, okay? A culture is a disc that they use in science, okay, to create different things, okay, so that they can experiment with it, study it, or analyze it, okay? If you were to take cancer cells and create cultures made from these cancer cells, and then you were to take that and make a popsicle out of it, okay, and then you were going to take that popsicle and give it to a cancer patient, okay, that's about how, much lunacy is in accepting child molesters in your neighborhood. You might as well just go ahead and send your kids over there for daycare, okay? Or let them come and stay in your house with your children, okay? Because it's the same damn thing, all right? You're going to shove cancer down a cancer patient's throat, and you're going to put child molesters in your neighborhood with your children. I don't see the difference. Now, I'm sure somebody's going to debate with me on that. They're going to be like, it's not even the same thing, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something, idiot. You know how many people I get that argue with me because they completely miss the point of my videos? They just want to argue and fight. So, to those clowns, I say, shut up, all right? Because I really don't want to hear it. I'm not going to pay no mind to it, and you're not going to get any credit or respect from me about it, all right? You want to stay on point, you want to get on topic, you want to slam me because I'm slamming that, that's fine. I'll respond. I'll hear what you got to say, okay? Yeah, shut my window. Right. Just a lot of noise this morning outside, surprisingly. I thought I was the only one that lived on this road in the wintertime. Not quite winter yet, but I can't wait for the privacy. Oh, my goodness. Don't get me wrong. I love people, okay? The idea of people, humanity, okay? Individuals? I find that on most days I have a really low tolerance for the individuals that I seem to be around. Well, let me be more accurate. I know too much about the people I live around, okay? And, well, I'm not impressed. Okay? And the folks that live around me seem to think that everything I do should be about making them or their area look better or feel better or seem better. Excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Right? Back to child molesters. Okay? That's my point. That's why I'm saying all this. I live in the capita for child molesters. Now, I didn't know this when I moved here. Okay? Look. It is not it is not acceptable. Okay? There is no cure. Okay? There's no... Everybody wants to talk about, okay, well, you know, people want to change their gender because they're born a certain way. All right? And we fought for all these rights and all this legislation. Legislation? Is that accurate? Yeah, I think so. To make it okay for people to be able to choose the lifestyle they want, with the understanding that the argument was they're born this way. I don't think so. It's my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have the right to choose, okay? But I don't believe that everyone is born this way, okay? I believe that there was an influence in their life because of an unsequestered child molester, an offender, someone who influenced that person at a very young age, okay? There are other situations that lead to it. And you know what? I'm sure that some people are born with this understanding in them that they are trapped and they need to change so drastically and dramatically that's the only way they can feel okay with themselves in life. Okay, I get it. Not everyone's born this way, though, and I think that's a far stretch to just assume that everyone who goes through this is born that way. I think that there's a lot of hidden stuff that isn't really so hidden. I think people know. And I think that I've had enough conversations with people around me over my life, and it's always funny how the rumors are always flying. And it's like everybody knows, but they talk about it really hush-hush. That's uncool. Okay? So there's zero tolerance for me for this anymore. I don't understand it. I don't accept it. Okay? If a child wants to grow up and they want to make that choice, that's okay. Okay? I don't have to even understand it. Okay? If it's a genuine concern for this individual and it's genuinely how they feel and it's something that they genuinely want, I'm all in favor of people making their own choices and having the freedom to do so and not being judged because of the choices they make until they harm other people. I believe that harm is done to a lot more children than is openly discussed or acknowledged, and it's leading to a lot of things. Child molesters. You know, like I said, I live in the capita. Got more registered sex offenders and inbreeding and everything else going on than any other state in the U.S. Now, we're not the worst in the world, but I live in the worst state in the United States for this. And it is mind-blowing. It boggles the mind because, well, I believe, like, here's an example. You buy a product from a store, you're unhappy with it for whatever reason, and you write a letter to the company. Yeah, that's one person writing one letter, and you think, well, you know, that's not so much, right? What's that going to do? Well, here's the problem with that. That one letter represents a number of people who wanted to write the letter, okay? And then that number represents a number of people who are just aggravated by the product itself. So I put that same science to child molesters. So for every one we know about, that represents a number that we don't. So on and so on. So even though the problem, as far as the registry goes, is the biggest in the United States where I live, how many are there really? Okay. That's a lot to take in. Okay? Vermont. Yeah. Look it up. Okay? It's not that hard to see. I'm not going to let this video go too much longer. I'm going to do another installment. I wanted to kind of, break the water a little bit. See where it goes. But it's definitely got to go somewhere better than it's been. And no matter what it takes. Okay? This is a cancer. And this one needs a cure. It really does. Because if it doesn't stop, it's just going to keep spreading until it eats every last living child alive. All right, guys. Hey, we're going to talk. That's my point of view so far on this, okay? So, please, let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Hell, raise hell with me. I don't care. Point out something that you want to hear about, all right? Or give me some ideas on what you think could be done. Anything. All right? All right, guys. Later on.